Once again, thanks for joining. We'll go straight into it. Remember the blocks, if you have them, the blanket and the belt. Let's sit comfortably. Try and stack the spine on top of each other. For that, we might need a block just to actually bring our hips gently up at the level of our knees so that we're not making an effort to sit in this position. Then once you're in this position, let's just have a moment of arriving at the mat, arriving at this space and this time. Maybe awareness of our breathing. And then we might want to use this moment to dedicate this class, this effort to some external situation or person or being that we would like to send strength and understanding and love, fortitude, whatever. We'll always hopefully be able to offer some of our effort to an external agent. Done, we can open our eyes. And then we're going to start a three-step warm-up with our arms. Yeah, remember the breathing and the arms. This is just to warm up especially the shoulder initially. So we're going to breathe in, take our arms up. Really nice deep breath. First deep breath of the class. And then we breathe out. We bring our arms towards our shoulders, and then we push them out to the sides, and we breathe out, empty our lungs. Breathing in, back to the shoulders. Round our back and push the hands forward as we empty the lungs completely. Then breathing in again, arms to the side. And bringing them behind and leaning forward as we breathe out. Let's do that 3 times. Arms up, breathe in. By the shoulders, pushing out as we breathe out. Breathing in by the shoulders. Pushing forward, rounding the spine as we breathe out. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, leaning forward, the arms go behind. One more time, breathe in. To the sides. Breathing in to the front. In, behind. Last time, breathing in, really deep breath. Arms to the side, breathe out. In to the front, breathing in, behind, back to neutral. Let's just bend to the left hand, left side, breathe in, and then on the out breath we bend to the left. Do 3 breaths here, each breath taking us deeper into this side bend. If you think we're collapsing forward, then try and look under your arm to check that you're actually going sideways. On the next in-breath, both arms up. Out breath, right side, hand right side, we bend to the right. 2 more breaths here. Each out breath going 1 step deeper. In, both arms up. Just twist to the left, right hand, left knee, and we twist to the left. Left hand can go on the lower back, just to help pull and push as we twist. 3 breaths or 2 more breaths here. As we breathe out, we go deeper. Next, in breath, both arms up. Left hand, right knee, and we twist to the right. Right hand behind on the lower back. Two more breaths. Breathing in, both arms up. Maybe arms leaning forward, really far forward as you take the chest down to the ground. And we come up. Okay, we're gonna go on all fours, do a couple of cat-cows here. We know the move here, so we're gonna breathe in, chin up, tummy down, tail up. Tummy down, tail up, chin up. Breathe out, the opposite, tail in, chin to chest, and look at your belly. 3 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice rhythmic breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the spine bending. One more time. Back to neutral. And then here, let's just try and roll the spine. Yeah, this is just so that we can do side, front, side and back bend. So I'm trying to kind of skipping rope my spine. If I imagine somebody's holding my top of my head and somebody else is holding my tail, and the skipping roping my spine. Let's just do 3 more turns. Maybe if I face the camera, you can see what I'm trying to do. So keeping the shoulders as static as we can and the hips as static as we can. We're rolling the spine, going the other way. Notice that the head is also rolling because the head is part of the spine. And back to neutral. And now for the last version of this series, we just go ad lib, yeah, which means just do anything that your spine wants to do. You can close your eyes, nobody's looking. Might look silly, but it's really nice to just roll the spine in every which way we want. Use the hips and the shoulders now to mobilize the spine. And there's no right or wrong way, there's no rhythm, there's no pattern, it's just ad lib. Ad libitum. And we come back to neutral. Okay, from there, from being on all fours, remember, shoulders over hands. The hands, we're going to try and actually spread the fingers, share the weight on the wrist, knuckles and fingers, and the same with the hips over knees, yeah? And then once we got that nice stable core, shoulders broad, and the head just sort of pulled towards the wall, we take the right foot behind. Okay, the balance is kind of broken here from being on all four. We're now on 3, and you should feel different muscles having to pull and tug gently differently to hold that leg up. Push the heel towards the back wall without actually deforming your hip, yeah, keeping the hip square, just the hip, the heel towards the back wall. So I should have a nice stretchy feel to the leg and in the hip socket, but not beyond. And then knee to the ground. Left knee out. Just find the balance of forces once you remove one leg of the 4-legged table. And then once you're stable, heel out. And then maybe neck or head in the opposite direction. And then we release. Now we're going to do the same, right leg out. And you know the drill, left arm out. Okay, now we have even less balance. So adjust, try and hold the core in so we're not kind of collapsing the spine. Core in, shoulders broad, and then heel out, and maybe try and get the little finger going forward to the other wall. And down, knee down, other side, left leg out, heel to the wall, right arm out, and little finger to the forward wall. Engage your core, broad shoulders, hand down, knee down. Take 2 breaths here. And now we're going to make it dynamically. Yeah, we're going to pump it. So right leg out, left arm out, breathe in, stretch everything away from each other. And then breathe out, knee past elbow. We're going to scrunch our spine. Breathe in, stretch the spine. Breathe out, roll the spine. 2 more times, breathe in, stretch, breathe out, crunch. Breathe in, stretch, breathe out, crunch, and hold the crunch there. Try and get that elbow past the knee, foot off the ground, hand off the ground. 3, 2, and release the knee, release the hand. Left leg out, right arm out, stretch. And then on the out breath, crunch. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more times, breathe in. Really stretch the pinky and the heel. Breathe out, knee past elbow. 1 more time, breathe in. Breathe out, scrunch and hold. Knee down, hand down. Sit on the heels. Maybe tuck your toes in. And while we're resting, we're gonna crunch our toes. Remember, if you haven't done this before, maybe you don't wanna put too much weight on the toes. You can put your hands there, put your hands here. Once you've been doing this for a while, you can just weight the toes down. Yeah, we're just trying to bend the toes in the opposite direction to which they are all day. This is just a little rest moment. Okay, we're gonna do the same again, but now we've been crunching in. Now we're gonna open to gentle back bends. So hands forward, knees forward. And now we're gonna take the right foot out. And then let's try and not move the foot up, but the knee up. Knee up, and that should make a compression on the lower back here and a stretch on the flexor. Knee up and knee to neutral. Knee up, knee to neutral. Knee up, knee to neutral. Last time, knee up and knee to neutral. And then release. Left side, so we're kicking straight back to the back of the room. And then from there again, not the foot up, but the knee. And once again, we're not opening the hip facing down, knee up, knee to neutral. Knee up, knee to neutral. Feel the stretch here. Knee up, knee to neutral. Knee up, knee to neutral, and release. Now we're going to do the same last series with the opposite arm going, or shoulder, yeah, once again. So we're going to put the right foot out, left arm out. And again, we're not going to take the hand up, we're going to take the shoulder up and the knee up. Breathe in, neutral. Breathe in, shoulder and knee up, neutral. 2 more times. Breathe in, left shoulder, right knee, neutral. Left shoulder, right knee, breathe in, and neutral. And we change to the other side. If your lower back is complaining, try and engage that core, yeah? So left foot out, engage the core a little bit, right arm out. Right shoulder and left knee up, breathe in. Neutral. Breathe in. Back to neutral. Breathe in, left knee, right shoulder. Back to neutral. Last time, breathe in. And back to neutral. Hand down, knee down. Roll your toes and sit. If it's not too uncomfortable, sit on your toes. If it's very uncomfortable and you just want to rest, then just sit on your heels. Okay, we've done kind of lower back, and let's open the shoulders. I think generally our shoulders are very kind of rolling forward in modern society. So let's see if we can open them out. Now, we're going to do puppy pose, remember, but I'm going to have my blocks ready for those who are super flexible or who want extra sensations, then the blocks are good. So puppy pose, yeah, hips over knees, and then I'm just going to keep in the hips there, move my hands forward until either, if you can hold the hands straight without putting the elbows on the ground, that's good. And then just aim first the forehead on the ground. If that feels okay, then the nose to the ground. If that feels okay, the chin to the ground. And that's where I'm at, so well, I'm at the nose. If you want to continue, you can have your chest to the ground. Okay, so this is the first variation. We're going to do 2 more. Let's just hold that for 3 counts. Then to come out, we're going to push with the hands towards the knees. Yeah, we're not going to use our back to lift us up. Roll the toes and sit there. Okay, variation 2. We can either use the fingers to lift the shoulders gently up, or you can use 2 blocks under the elbows. So we're going to go back down. I'm going to do the block variation. So still hips over knees. Left elbow on one block, right elbow on the other block, quite wide. I'm going to put them quite wide, depends. You need to find your best place there. And then we're going to do the same, but this time my elbows are going to be higher up because there are blocks there, and therefore my shoulders are going to be more strained, stressed, I should say, or open. And then just lean into, as you can see now, my forehead is hardly touching, which means I'm actually having to open my shoulders further to get my nose to the ground. And then just relax. Maybe we can do a little wiggle, very gentle. Yeah, no big moves here, but just a little wiggle just to feel how the shoulders can open and give in a little bit further there. If you don't have blocks, you can just put your fingers out like this, and then you can get the same effect. It's just more tiring, I guess. So 3 counts here. Feel the shoulders, or just you should be able to feel the top of the shoulders. Top, as in when you're standing up. Right now they're not top, but the top of the shoulders when you're standing up, and the back, the shoulder blades. Obviously, they've been being pushed down and inwards, and we're stretching muscles that we don't normally do because we don't normally stand in this position. So let's hold that for another 2 breaths. Make it 3 breaths. And then gently, again, we're going to release by pushing with the hands towards the knee. So walking the hands towards the knee. So we're using arm muscles rather than spine to move. Okay. Feeling good? How are those shoulders? Well, we're going to do a little bit more. The last exercise on shoulders, which is just a thread the needle. We know how thread the needles are nice and gentle, but we're going to do it with a small twist here. So we're on all 4s. And I'm going to introduce this thread the needle like we did the other time, which was lifting the right arm and releasing the left knee. So right arm goes to the right, and we release the left knee so we can get this lovely twist to the side. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Threading the needle, bringing again both knees together, and just get that shoulder on the ground. Okay, so now adjust the hips to the square. Adjust the face. So the neck is not scrunched like this, but I'm actually trying to get my neck to the top of the mat. You want a little bit more sensation, push with the arm that is actually free, so you get a deeper twist. Two, a little bit deeper, and release. Again, to come out, we're going to push with the hands that's free, bringing the right shoulder to the right, and we release. Now we'll do the other side. I'm going to turn around just simply so that I'm not being rude and facing the camera. So once again, now left shoulder is going to go to the left side. I'm going to free up the right knee to get this lovely stretch. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Squaring both knees. And bringing the left shoulder to the ground. Left cheek to the ground. And adjust. So the hips are as square as you can feel them. Obviously you cannot see, but just make them feel square. Head is stretched, so we have as long spine as possible. And then with the right hand or the free hand, we push gently to get a deeper twist. And then we release and we push with the free hand, with the left shoulder to the left, and we release. Okay, so that's the shoulders. Let's do a little bit of more general core work. Still on the ground before we start coming up. Let's do a cycle here. I think we've done it before. So I'm going to tuck my toes, lean forward into a gentle cobra, and then leading with the tail, we're going to go down to child pose. Breathe out. Now leading with the pubis or the front of the hip and the shoulders, rolling the back. Coming to the end, roll the shoulders open into a cobra, and then leading with the tail on the way back. So this would be like a cow. Breathing, that's a breathing out. Breathing in, a cat, rolling your spine. Right to the end where we come to gentle cobra, and then we breathe out, leading with the spine, a cow. So just find your movement. I know it's quite very difficult to describe. But basically, I'm just doing a cat-cow, but dynamically, and it just feels really nice to get the rhythm. And the breathing again, it doesn't matter too much how we do it. We try and it just feels nice if you get the rhythm of breathing in and breathing out, breathing in. Two more. So this is also about coordination. I know it's we're not stretching very much, but it's also nice. It's like a dance. It's a very gentle dance. This is my last one. As we come out, go to child pose, and we wait to rest there. Okay, coming back up, we're going to go to gate pose. We've done this one before, which is we seem to be doing a lot of our knees. If your knees are complaining, you can fold the mat and just put your knees on it. I'm not going to do it because it's too bright for the camera. No, I don't need it. But if you need to, you can do that. Yeah, so we're on our knees, or you can use the blanket as well. Then we're going to take the left foot out. This would be the classic gate pose. And then we do the sort of bending left and right. Yeah, try and see if you can put the foot flat on the ground. See if you can feel the left edge and the inside edge on the ground. And then hips gently forward. Brought the core always gently engaged, or at least toned up. And then chest open. I'm going to have my blocks on either side, because you remember that we're going to be doing this. And it's just nice to have, well, I just find the floor is too far for me. So blocks on either side, and then we start hands on the block on the right, and then stretch the arm in the opposite direction to the foot, but feel that the foot and the arm are actually pushing or pulling, whichever way you want to look at it, away from each other. Breathing in, and then breathing out in the opposite direction. Slide that hand towards the left foot, left hand towards the left foot. Gently breathing in the other way. Gently breathing out the other way. Breathing in. Very gentle moves here. We don't want to be whipping the spine. One more on each side. Back to the middle. Change. All change. Sounds like a train person. Okay, so we're gonna go. Right leg is straight. Try and feel both edges of the foot on the ground. Hip, tilting the hip bone, core and chest. Breathing in, stretch the left hand away from the right foot. Breathing out, windmilling to the right, but gently, yes? We're trying to do the whole spine bending, yeah, not just at the lower back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more on each side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Back to neutral. Both knees down and sitting on the heels. Have a moment of rest. And then we're going to do a little bit of more fancy work here, lifting the leg up, grabbing it with the other hand. Just some fun bits. And for that, I'm going to actually get the blanket also just to show you that it's just, you know, it's just okay to have a blanket there. Protect my knees. One block on the right side as I'm going to do the left side. Left foot out. Weight on the right hand so I can lift my left leg. But again, to do this, we're going to try and do it in a good alignment. Yes, hip just gently forward, or at least square. Chest open and shoulders open. And then from there, left arm up, left leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend the knee. Grab that foot. And then just now we do a little bit of ad-lib stretching. Again, if we kick the foot out, it will stretch this flexor here on the sole. Yeah, so rather than try and pull with the hand, kick the leg out, and then we get a nicer stretch. Looking up, opening the left shoulder, the chest open, 3. Kicking the leg out, 2. Hip forward and release. Everything gently back to the center. I have a block on the other side. Right leg is out. I've got a nice padded knee now with a blanket. And then from there, again, bringing the hip forward, lifting the right leg up. And once I actually got this balance, right arm up. Right leg up, right arm up. We're now using these side muscles here, which I guess are a combination of quads and hamstrings, because the quads, there are 4 of them. Some of them come right to the side. 3, 2, lift, bend the knee, grab the foot or the heel, and then again, rather than pushing or, pushing the leg back, open the leg, open the chest, and roll into an O. Chest forward, hip forward, kicking the leg back, 2, and release, 1. And we come back down. Rest there. We're gonna go for a lunge here. Well, we're not quite ready for it. It's a semi-lunge, yeah? Right knee stays on the ground. Left foot is up. Yeah, we've got 90 degrees there. And we're gonna do this in 2 variations. Once again, now I'm gonna use the mat folded, because it's just for 1 knee. And then I'm gonna take my right elbow on the outside of that left knee. And then from there, roll the ribs and the tummy to the side, past the thigh, and then we can do this prayer pose here. Now you can stay here, which is a twist, lovely twist here, or you can lift the back leg to actually be able to get that twist deeper. Holding for 5. Just suck your tummy in, and you'll find that you can go a little bit deeper on the twist. 3. Then push the hands away from each other and try and get that prayer hand in the center of your chest for the deeper twist. 2 and 1. Knee down, release the hands, and we swap sides. And because we've got the new microphone, I'm going to do this one facing the wall, so you'll see the back of me. So same again, left elbow on the outside of the left knee. I want to get my tummy and the ribs over the thigh. Hands in front of the chest, prayer pose. And then either stay here if you're feeling a little bit tired, or lift the weight up. And again, if you suck your tummy in, you can go a little bit deeper and then relax into it. 5, 4. Try and get that hand in the middle of the chest by pushing the hands away from into each other. 2. Straight back leg and release. Knee down, release the hands, and we come up. Maybe wiggle a little bit, using the hips. And let's go with just a straightforward quad work, yeah? So right foot, try and open the toes on the right leg, engage the whole right leg like we've done before, right up to the hip, left knee up. Put your hands behind the knee or below the thigh will help you straighten that foot. Now we're helping the left leg, which means that we can actually use more energy to check on the lower leg, yeah? Check on the chest, check on the shoulders. So we're helping ourselves with that leg so we can do more checks, because the next variation is going to be without the legs. So open the shoulders, open the chest, broaden your shoulders, straighten both legs, 3, 2, and release the knee, and release, yeah? You will do it without the leg, but this is a nice preparation. I'm gonna do it sideways. Also, so that I can see for myself how my legs are doing, yeah? So this time, strong left leg, right knee up, a little bit of help there, and we straighten that right foot, right leg. Right, and check how the knees are, as in straight. They should be locked rather than hyperextended. Open the chest, broaden the shoulders, neck up, 3, straighten the legs, 2, open the broad shoulders, and release the leg, and go. Okay, second time. Strong right leg, left knee up. Same again, but then we're going to release halfway through. So just get everything into motion. 2 locked legs, broad shoulders, open chest, and then release. And just feel everything that's changing here. My right leg is struggling to stay straight. My shoulders are still coming in. Open everything. 3, 2, and release. Second side. Strong left leg. Right knee up. Help that leg forward. Lock everything into place. Check your chest is open and your shoulders are broad. And then there, when you're all in place, let go. Then open everything, legs locked, shoulders open. 3, 2, and release. Okay. Right, we got our flamingo friend. And then from flamingo, which is this one, we'll go on to forward standing splits. Right, anybody who might need a belt, I think in this class, in this class, I imagine most people are already semi-regulars. So if you need it before that, yeah, I think most of you should be able to catch with your hands. So let's put a block there because, well, actually, I might not need it, but it's nice to have. So all the weight on the right leg, and then just bend the left leg and see if you can grab that left foot with your hand or with the belt if you need to. If you can broaden your shoulders, your chest and your shoulders, then you might be able to, you should be able to get both hands there. Both hands there, meaning both hands on the foot. Right, bring the heel towards the glute, the bum. And then as a variation, let's just take the left knee out or back. This is just a quad stretch, yeah? Trying to keep the top of the body still straight or vertical. We're just taking the left knee out to do a little quad stretch before we start the actual pose. So release that knee back down. And then from there, we're gonna now tilt the whole body forward. Now, once you are parallel to the floor, you can release one hand, bring it to the ground. Well, that's why the block was handy there. Release the other hand to the floor. Right, you can be staying here. I think some of you can stay here, or you can just try and go deeper by putting the tummy towards the thigh and the chest towards the knee. This is should be a standing split, but just feel it rather than see it. So we're going to take the left leg up, right chest towards the knee, and then there you can stay, or you can try and do more work on the ankle by putting your hands on that right foot. 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands back to the floor, and then just gently put that left foot down next to the other one, and then roll your spine up in a very gentle way. There's a lot of work going on here on the spine, so I did the block in the end, didn't I? So let's prepare a block there, and we'll do the other side. Okay, so it's going to be left foot taking the weight. Once that is engaged, bring the right foot behind you, grab it with your right hand, grab it with your left hand, bring the heel towards the glute. Just for quad stretching, take the knee back, and the knee stretching as well. Holding the knee back while the body is still erect. 3, 2, release that knee. Now we start the tilting. Once you're parallel to the ground, this is always my weaker leg. Release the left hand to the floor, to the block. Release the right hand to the floor, to the block. And then there, tuck your tummy in, get the tummy to the thigh, the chest towards the knee, and just forward fold there on one leg, or splits. Either hold it there by pulling yourself closer and closer to that knee, or you can take your hands to the ankle and do the balance. Three, 2, and 1. Hands to the side of the foot, and then bring the right foot to the left foot. And then gently roll your spine, roll yourself back up to standing. And we're standing now. Okay, so that's all our balance poses today. Now we're going to do a nice side split forward fold. So open your legs to maybe 70–80% of your maximum. And I say that because if we're at our maximum, we probably won't be able to do a nice forward fold. So now forward fold means fold, which means we're going to fold along the hips. So I'm not going to dive to the floor, I'm going to fold. And I'm going to continue folding. So my chest is all straight, and I'm just folding on the hips So I'm actually feeling this chain of muscles stretching, yeah? The spine is not doing any stretching yet. Just forward fold, just getting the tummy towards between my legs. Yes, but straight back, as you can see in the, and now maybe you can, yeah, open the legs wider. It should be quite warm, so it's a nice time to do a max out your stretch. Now continue folding on the hips, and then once you're at the max of the hips, when the hips no longer give anymore, then you can actually bend your spine, or roll your spine to get that little bit deeper. And just enjoy this deep forward fold. But remember that the emphasis is really on the hips, yeah? The spine doesn't really need much stretching at this stage. We're only just rolling it forward to get deeper into it. And so check how your hips are folding, how you still have deep stretches on the hamstrings and on the flexors inside. The feet are still hopefully facing to the front. They're not tilting inwards or tilting outwards. There should be strength on the ankles to hold those feet in, you know, standing position. Otherwise, close your stand. Let's count to 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to come up to again 70 or 70 or 80% in order to do side bends. So I've come to a position now that I can actually comfortably come up to standing, yeah? Well, semi-comfortably. As you can see, the hips are really struggling here to tilt forward, but I can do enough, yeah? And the reason for this is because now I'm going to turn to that left foot, and then I'm going to bend over to the left leg, yeah? And I'm going to do this by trying to get again the tummy onto the thigh and my chest on the left knee. Again, the legs are still, or the feet are still holding strong. If they're not, then come more closed until the feet are not holding the weight or the foot planted against the ground. And then we just fold onto that left leg. You can help yourself to come up with your hands if you need to, if you feel your spine is beginning to wobble. And then we come up again. We're not twisting the hips, we're just twisting from the lower back. And then I'm going to get my tummy to the thigh, chest to the knee, and then forehead in the direction of the foot. Push in again, we come up, and then heel toe your feet back to the middle. Oh, and then maybe loosen up there. And let's go to the ground to do some nice different things, okay? So today, let's do a little back bend. We're going to do Reclining Hero. Is that the name? Reclining Hero, yeah. That's going to be the one where we just sort of lunge back in this way. But we're going to do it in 2 stages because it can be quite challenging. So we're going to do first one leg at a time. So to do this, we're going to actually, let me do it the way that we should go into. So we're going to sit our butt, straighten our legs forward, and then I'm going to bend my right leg on the side. I should really do it the other way so you can see what I'm doing. So start with the right leg rolled or folded on the side. Now this could be, I mean, we're not going to do this because that will have a bad effect on the knee, yeah? So if you struggle with this, then maybe, yeah, if you're going to struggle with one leg, then just stay on both legs and then just lean back, yeah? But we're going to do it 2 stages for the rest of us. So without doing this, but actually rolling, bringing the foot straight back so the knee is protected. And then here, you might be collapsing too much, in which case a block on the left hip will settle you, yeah? So you can actually almost be sitting left hip on the block and the right hip is actually giving room, allowing this foot to have space. If you don't need the block, then that's good. And then we're just gonna, from there, lean back. Now this is gonna be a really deep stretch on the quad. The knee is gonna suffer a little bit, but as I say, the knees can be stressed as long as you're not stressing them to breaking point. So if the knee is not complaining too much, then do this. If the knee is complaining too much, then you come further up, or you use the block, and you do the 2 knee one, yeah? So let's just do this one first. Then you use your breathing to release tension. And then again, you can adjust by how much you allow yourself going back. We should try and have that knee touching the ground. Yeah, we don't want, you know, things lifting up too much. By pushing with the hands, we push with the hands and we come up. We bring that leg back straight, and then we do the other side. And I'm going to actually stay in this position so you can see what happens with the block if we need it. So if I do this, folding the left leg, having the foot continuation of the leg, then if I'm actually too much collapsing, then boom, got a block. And then you can lean back, yeah? I'm trying to actually, you know, stress my hips further, so I'm actually doing it without the block. And then coming back down onto your elbows, or onto your back. And then we just breathe the tensions away. Push with our arms to come out. We straighten that leg. And then let's just give it a little bit of a wobble there. Now comes a fun one, which is the reclining hero. So once we've done this stretching, then it might be easier to do the reclining hero. If this is too much, well, there are various, you know, you can go from sitting on your heels and leaning back, in which case you're mainly working the quads and a little bit the spine, or you can try and do the classical reclining hero, where you open your legs, your feet out, so that your bum can sit between your heels, yeah? Again, I still have my heels face, my feet pointing back, so the knees are not, you know, they're being protected, they're not actually, but the knees might complain. It's up to you to judge whether complaining means, you know, let go, you know, stop, or complain means, oh, wow, I'm really needing to do this work, yeah? So once you are in your reclining hero, this will have a similar effect to what we did before. Nice deep quad stretches, psoas, flexors, but it also has a very a gentle back bend here, and then just hold it there. Again, just release the tensions. And you could be higher up. Yeah, I mean, I've gone straight to my elbows. That's where my body lets me go. You could be on your arms, or you could be on your shoulders. It's each person has their own. Okay, we go on our elbows, then we go on the hands, and then we push forwards. Release the knees gently. was a lovely reclining here, and we have a few more minutes in which I want to do just a gentle sphinx. So on the tummy, elbows on the ground, maybe just gently forward and pull yourself. We have a stretched spine sphinx here. And then just relax, yeah? You can see my tummy going down. Relax the spine, belly button towards the mat. Maybe pulling yourself up a little bit further just to be nice and stretched. Okay, this I can feel my lower back compress at the back. It's a very gentle compression, so it's not too much. If this is, if you don't feel anything, there's two options. You can actually bring your feet up. Let's do that. Have the feet up for a few breaths here. Now the compression on the lower back is greater. And by default, the front is being stretched and the back is being compressed. And then you can release the legs. And then you can stay here, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, we can actually do the seal, which is hands on the side of the mat, and then just lift the shoulders up gently to a kind of deeper sphinx, which is called seal. Check that your shoulders are nice, not your shoulders, your neck is now engaged. Breathe, 2 breaths. Gently rest your chest or your front, your chest to the ground. I've got the mic there, so I cannot do it. Hands as a pillow, and rest your head on the hands. See, I've got the mic here, so I cannot fully do that. Just rest for a moment, your whole spine. And then when you can, or when you want, just roll to the side and then roll to the back, and we will enter a couple of minutes of Shavasana, yeah? Lying on your back, check that your lower back is fully on the ground. I like to lift my knees up to get that lower back on the ground before I gently stretch my legs, keeping the lower back, no gap if possible, on my lower back. And then the same with the shoulders, take the shoulders back while keeping the tummy engaged. So the lower back is on the ground. And then once I'm fully flat, like pancaked on the ground, then I relax. And actually, I do get a little curve on the lower back, that's natural, but I already set the body in the right position to rest flat. Just relax, close your eyes. It's now 9 o'clock. You stay where you are. Enjoy 3-5 minutes of peace and quiet. Enjoy your body. Listen to it. Care for it, love it. And don't get up. I'm just going to close the meeting. Thanks for joining. Namaste. And we'll see you hopefully someday next time.